disturb us.
Or make us excited.
Or make us excited.
But something.
But something.
So who wants to go next?
So who wants to go next?
My name is Allison.
My name is Allison.
And I am very fortunate because
I am very fortunate because
I have no student debt.
I have no student debt.
I had a father who put my education and my siblings' education first.
I had a father who put my education and my siblings' education first.
But I'm not arrogant or cruel.
But I'm not arrogant or cruel
Enough to believe that everyone had what I had.
That everyone had what I had.
Oh, and at school,
I
saw Eve.
I saw Eve
Speak and recite the vagina monologues.
I saw Eve recite the vagina monologues.
1998.
Thank you. Thank you. Do you want me to say more? Thank you. Thank you very much.
Hi.
Hi. Would you like to read?
Yes.
Okay.
My name is also Melanie.
My name is also Melanie.
And please bear with me.
Please bear with me.
Because I have a dog.
Because I have a dog
With me now.
with me now.
And I'm reading.
And I'm reading
Very small print.
very small print.
Would you like to hold him? Thank you. I just want to make sure he doesn't eat stuff off the street. A few weeks ago,
A few weeks ago,
I found out that this red statue
this red statue
we've been incubating
a
a new form of democracy under
new form of democracy under
is called joie de vivre,
is called joie de vivre,
meaning a carefree
meaning a carefree
enjoyment of life,
enjoyment of life,
something we all deserve.
something we all deserve.
Its creator,
Its creator,
Mark DeSubero,
Mark DeSubero,
told the truth
told the truth
when he shouted, "Bush lied!"
Bush lied
at the Republican National Convention
at the Republican National Convention
in New York City in 2004.
in New York City in 2004.
What did his subsequent arrest
What did his subsequent arrest
say about America?
say about America?
Why was he not allowed
Why was he not allowed
to speak
to speak
at the unveiling
at the unveiling
of his own artwork here in Liberty Plaza?
of his own artwork here in Liberty Plaza?
What brought me to this movement
What brought me to this movement
was the realization
that
the U.S. is not immune
the U.S. is not immune
from the censorship
and
bullying
bullying
of its people.
of its people.
Mark DeSubero
Mark DeSubero
is now one of my heroes,
is now one of my heroes,
along with Ai Weiwei,
Ai Weiwei,
Sergeant Shamar Thomas,
Sergeant Shamar Thomas,
and every single protester in this movement.
and every single protester in this movement.
We must stand together
We must stand together
and remind each other that elected office is a position of service, not tyranny.
It's a position of service, not tyranny.
That our complicity in this tyranny
That our complicity in this tyranny
perpetuates and condones it.
perpetuates and condones it.
Because if we don't speak up,
Because if we don't speak up,
who will?
who will?
My family brought me to America
Brought me to America
from the former Soviet Union.
from the former Soviet Union.
Because this was a place
Because this was a place
where freedom reigns supreme,
where freedom reigned supreme,
where justice and equality prevailed,
where justice and equality prevailed,
and where one could work hard
and where one could work hard forward
and make dreams a reality.
and make dreams a reality.
Thanks to this movement,
We
can now hold those hopes once again.
can now hold those hopes once again
For all the world.
for all the world.
The paradigm shift
The paradigm shift
in our entire world
in our entire world
shows that bullying will no longer be tolerated
will no longer be tolerated
anywhere.
anywhere.
And I wrote a poem
I wrote a poem
that I'd like to say now.
that I'd like to say now.
Playgrounds, lunchrooms, bathrooms.
Playgrounds, lunchrooms, bathrooms.
Water coolers, locker rooms, boardrooms.
Water coolers, locker rooms, boardrooms.
Online, offline, out of line.
Online, offline, out of line.
Pushed around, scapegoated.
Pushed around, scapegoated, demonized.
Offense, heart pumping, defense.
Offense, heart pumping, defense.
Accusations, exclusion, deportation.
Deportation.
Using money, using power, using knowledge.
Using money, using power, using knowledge.
Fear, anger, danger.
Fear, anger, danger.
Spirit, dignity, justice.
Spirit, dignity, justice.
We can leave it there. Deluding, demanding, dividing.
Diluting, demanding, dividing.
Looking, listening, speaking out.
Looking, listening, speaking out.
It's time to
It's time to
face the bullies.
face the bullies.
Call them out.
Call them out.
Show the way.
Show the way.
Speak consciously.
Speak consciously.
Witness actively.
Witness actively.
Allow compassion
Allow compassion
to hold sway.
to hold sway. Thank you.
Yes. Yes.
My name is Sandy.
My name is Sandy.
I'm 67 years old.
I'm 67 years old.
Social Security and Medicare.
Social Security and Medicare
And food stamps.
and food
I
stamps.
used to be the 1%.
I used to be the 1%,
Now I'm the 99.
and now I'm the 99.
I grew up in the 1960s.
I grew up in the 1960s.
And to see all you guys here just makes me so proud to be
To see all you guys here makes me so proud to be an American.
And I want you to know that we ended that war, that Vietnam War.
I want you to know that we ended that war, that Vietnam War,
Because of what we're doing here.
because of what we're doing here.
And we got so big they couldn't ignore us anymore.
We got so big they couldn't ignore us anymore.
And I love you so much and keep on keeping on.
And I love you so much and keep on keeping on.
We love you too. Would you like to speak?
Oh, why not?
Tell your story.
I've been here since the first week.
I've been here since the first week.
My name is Al.
My name is Al.
I'm usually drumming with the drummers
I'm usually drumming with the drummers
or in front of the demonstration marching on the sidewalks.
or in front of the demonstration marching on the sidewalks.
I'm an inventor and designer and musician of international.
I'm an
Inventor and designer and musician of international.
I mainly make hats for women since 1986.
I mainly make hats for women since 1986.
I'm a Vietnam veteran.
I'm a Vietnam veteran.
I went in the army in 74.
I went to the army in 74.
I didn't fight, thank God.
I didn't fight, thank God.
And
And
it's inevitable that we're here.
it's inevitable that we're here.
And I'm here to share my artistic abilities with
I'm here to
Occupy.
share my artistic abilities
With Occupy.
with Occupy.
And
And
I think that
I think that
This movement had to happen. They created it. And I believe that we should make jobs instead of looking for jobs.
I believe that we should make jobs instead of looking for jobs.
I've made designs in Bali and Korea. I sold them in Tokyo.
I made designs
in Bali and Korea and sold them in Tokyo.
I did a one-man show in Iceland. And I come to Manhattan, they treat me like a crackhead. Uptown. All around town. And anyway, all the leaders seem to be publishers, and that's it.
All leaders seem to be publishers, and that's it.
Cornel West, for instance. He hasn't made a business for these kids that's growing up in America. And stop begging for jobs. And making jobs. And with his intellect, he's not here, and he's part of the 1%.
He's not here, and he's part of the 1%.
And he will remain part of the 1%.
And he will remain part of the 1%.
And I'm going to have a table out here for people that want to work.
I'm going to have a table out here for people that want to
make stuff. Or sell fruits and vegetables.
They allow you.
Thank you. Al, will you write that down for me? Okay, thank you. All right. Hi, everyone.
Hi, everyone.
Who would like to go next?
Who would like to go next?
Just a reminder. The story is about what brought you here.
Story is about what brought you here.
What you dream.
What you dream. Specific. Personal. Outrageous. Original.
Can you stand? Hi. Okay, this is called Faith and Fear. It was a warm night in late September. When I first stepped out under the Manhattan night sky. At Liberty Plaza. I had initially attended the first rally. On September 17th, after reading about the OWS movement in a letter from a friend in Spain. I thought it was a hoax. Americans would finally gather in mass to protest the gross injustices committed by our failed democracy and stand in solidarity to protect our human rights. I live in New York City due to being displaced by Hurricane Katrina. I felt this mass protest was long overdue. I had lost my faith in America's ability to mobilize and protest after seeing my home and people of New Orleans abandoned by our government and seemingly too quickly forgotten by American citizens. After 2 weeks of attending and observing the inner workings of Occupy Wall Street, I had decided it was time to forfeit the comfort of my bed. And sleep in Liberty Plaza. Yet I was fearful. And lacked faith
that I would survive.